You need him right from the beginning again then.
welcome viewers to another Friday edition of EVE TV, Stargazing with the Stargazers. I am currently joining myself and my brother from another mother, GeneralStargazer. Say hello.
Hello!
Hello! Nash is coming, but he's currently stuck in CSM meter, so he will be joining us in just a moment. But in the meantime, we're going to cover the normal bits of news. We're going to talk about the upcoming meets for EVE Online over the next weekend, and we're going to talk about the shows that are coming up on EVE TV over the next week as well. But in the meantime, how you been doing, Nash? Nash, not Ash.
Wow!
I'm having one of those days today.
And you say you haven't started drinking yet?
I haven't started drinking yet, so I think I should rectify this issue because I'm surely it's the lack of alcohol that is affecting me. So I'm going to go and have my beer.
Quite clearly, you need it, man. I'm not doing too bad, really. I had a pretty busy week, to be fair. I'm redecorating the house at the moment, so I haven't had a lot of time to be playing games. But I've at least patched EVE, so I can play the new release on there. Hopefully this weekend I'll have a bit of a go on there, but much beyond that.
And we'll be talking about that a bit later on in the show, because there's a lot of that to cover, that's for sure. So, what has been going on in the big world? Well, so what I do, because I'm bad and I didn't actually set this up beforehand, what I've actually got to do is I've actually got to open up and see if this browser thing works on OBS now. Browser plugin.
I do enjoy
watching
the adverts inside the station you're in, to be fair. Some of them are pretty good.
That doesn't work. Because I also discovered... Aha! Yes, it works.
Eureka!
But that's probably not what I wanted to do. I probably want to do a window capture.
Actually add a ad block module to Citadel, so you don't have to see adverts inside your own Citadel. Please.
Yay! There we go.
Please.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. It's like an ad blocker for your own Citadel.
Just make an actual module that you don't have to plug in.
I know. So, here we go. So what are you lot out there in the wider EVE world up to this weekend? Well, we've got EVE Meet in Cincinnati. We'll just click on that and get into this one. We'll have a look at that. And this is a new guy that's set up this meet. This is fantastic. Relatively new to EVE, one of the greatest aspects of the game so far has been the community. Through a recent post on Reddit, I found out that more players in the Cincinnati area than expected. Let's have a meetup. That is 9th of July? Is that when our next meets are?
I'm loving the level of preparation here.
No, I know, I'm just so bloody terrible. Yeah, so it is. That's when the next EVE meet is, in sort of EVE meet in Cincinnati. That's coming up on next weekend. So if you're in the Cincinnati area, go check this out. It's next weekend. It starts off 9th of July at, well, he says 8 a.m. on there. I'm pretty sure he means 8 a.m. EVE time, which is probably very, very different to what the time it is in Cincinnati. Nostalgia Inc., and that's on Tylersville Road at Mainville, Ohio. So go check that one out if you're around in that area.
That's a serious drinking session to be starting at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know. It sounds like kind of my drinking session, to be fair. I mean, you know.
Are places like that even open here at 8 o'clock in the morning?
I know Travelodge bars are open at that time in the morning.
Oh, no.
Which, if you go to the EVE meet, that's generally where General and I stay, and we're usually in there until the wee hours of the morning getting extraordinarily drunk, so that's all pretty good. Nice. So that's the only meet that we got in for next week. The week after that, we got EVE Bournemouth. This is another new one. Event details are to be decided, so whoever is organising that one, get those details up as soon as possible, because I'd be really interested in that. If I can make it down, then I will be making it down my way down there too, because that is not too far from where I live.
Stuff is coming soon.
Stuff is coming soon. Then Toronto have their usual monthly meetup at the Amsterdam Brewhouse. I've got to show you this. I've got to Google this because this place looks
awesome.
Great. It does look like such a great venue.
Is it the one with all the wooden decking outside and they've got the barbecues as well?
I believe so. Yeah, hang on. Amsterdam Brewhouse. Here we go. On the lake. It's literally on a lake. This is it's a weird mix of strange Canada and European styles.
Strange
I know.
It's got its own style. Strange Canada.
But look, I mean, the whole thing there, Amsterdam Brewhouse, makes it look like it does belong in Amsterdam, but then the rest of it just doesn't at all. I mean, it looks good. I like it. But look at this. Well, in the kitchen. Nom noms. That'd be big.
Wow. And food served on chopping boards. That's when you know you're in a proper place.
I know. I don't know. Do you like food being served on chopping boards? It's a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass.
it's like you sit there and you try to get at something and it flies off. And normally, if you had an inch of a plate, it'd catch it and it just lands on the table. And then you sit there and you go, "I've had a few drinks. Do I eat it? Do I not? Is that disgusting? Is the table clean? I'm not sure. Do I? Stuff it. I'll eat it anyway." But that's just me. So there we go. So let's go back to eMeets. We got Perth Player Gathering, another one in Australia. They normally have one in Melbourne as well, but it looks like it's Perth time. And then EVE Antwerp, that's the big one this month. That is the big one. Run by an EVE player by the name of Dreckless. I won't be able to make it. I think, did Nash say last week he was probably going to try and make it? I doubt it somehow. He was going to try and make it.
Via Liverpool, I believe.
Via Liverpool, that's it, exactly. That's at a place called Beer Central, and it's in Belgium. So a place called Beer Central in Belgium, you know that's going to be good. You know that's going to be amazing. Check out the info on evemeet.net. There is a link in there to an event page where you can reserve your sort of space. Doesn't cost anything to go. So if you're in that area, go and check it out. Then there's a Sydney Player Gathering towards the end of the month. And then we'll be finishing it off this month with the Houston monthly EVE meet as well. Again, at the King's Head Pub. That's another regular meet that goes down there. So that's all the EVE meets for this month coming up. Nothing this weekend, sadly. So we'll keep an eye on what's developing. We'll give you an update next week on any events that are happening next week as well.
Man, a monthly meetup. If we have monthly meetups in the UK, my body would hate me.
Yeah, I think we'd be dead in the space of about 6 months. I mean, when you consider that, when we go, we normally, I don't know about you, but I normally smash sort of 8-9 pints of beer and then a whole bucket of pos fuel. So I'm surprised I managed to walk home at the end of the night most nights. So. But the next London one isn't until November. Oh, I know, it's such a long way away now. I'm going to turn this phone off. But
on the flip side, it's on fireworks night. It's on Guy Fawkes night. So I don't know if we're going to do something different. Might take a wander down the river.
A wander down the river would be pretty good, because it's not that far from...
It's literally like a 5-minute walk away from Tower Bridge.
I hope they haven't got all the mad ticketing things going on, because that will make travelling in there a bit of a pain. But we'll see.
Yeah, but needless to say, you could walk outside the venue and just look at all the pretty fireworks.
Oh, pretty. When we're not making fireworks and explosions in game, at least we can go and look at them in real life as well.
Indeed.
So that's all the main events going on. Next thing we've got to look at is this week's TV schedule. If you need to find the schedule, it's right there, nice and easy to find on our front page. That's event.uk, eve-nt.uk. And someone is pinging me on Slack. Ellie, goddammit. So here we go. Kicking off tonight, we got a big old weekend ahead of us again. We got Reloaded later on tonight. Can't wait for that stuff. Doing his usual EVE Online shenanigans. He usually tests out those fits that he's using for the Z-Kill videos recently. So check that out. Once again, the Master of Fitting ship Satonia will be taking off at 11 PM tonight. Probably flying some Kestrels? Maybe not. Although, did you see the guide that he wrote about Kestrels recently?
Yep.
It's like 10,000 words.
Yeah, it is a bit of a monstrous thing.
I mean, monstrous. It's like a technical. It's like a technical manual for flying a ship.
A haze manual for flying.
It even has like a complete table on which ships to go up against and which ones not to go against, including all their various fitting possibilities and what ones you don't want to see just by fighting, just by looking at their guns. What? Man's a machine. Then we got Fly with a Guy for our Valkyrie fix this evening, and we'll be finishing off tonight with Frigate Friday with Cardinal Sin for his usual frigate madness. Tomorrow we've got Bayard J doing some spying on some Alliance Tournament training for this year. The Alliance Tournament guys have been practicing hard. They also have just announced a slight shift in the dates for the Alliance Tournament as well. It was originally going to be over 4 weeks. It is now going to be over 3, so it doesn't conflict with Thanksgiving in the States, I believe.
Yep, no more EU Master Race.
No more EU Master Race. Never mind. Well, we can still show them what for.
Nah.
So get a glimpse on that. You can get to see some of the early metas starting to develop from that. I believe last week he was spying on Test Alliance when they're testing. That was and to finish off the weekend, we have Chocolate Rain in a talk show. So I'm not sure what guest she's got this weekend, but if not, she'll be roaming around, preferably trying not to get blown up and blowing up more people than she gets blown up. So, and then of course, going into next week, we have your show, General. Is that a surprise? Surprise! 6 hours over 2 days of EVE Valkyrie goodness. And we've got a clip from Tutorial Tuesday, which we'll play a little bit later on today as well. And then we have a Fly with Robot 2K, another Valkyrie show that kicks off at 1 AM on Tuesday evening. Biohazardous is doing some EVE Online streaming on Wednesday, followed by Lysis Gaming as well. And the ever so great Jeff Raider show kicking off at 11 PM on Thursday, and then we get straight back to this week again.
And
I think that's pretty much it. And then the cycle continues. But thinking of Reloaded, we have this week's Z-Kill Guide 2 video, and this time it's on the Navy Caracal. I don't know. Last time I flew a Navy Caracal, I got blown up in 5 seconds. So
you're obviously not doing it the way this guy tells you to do it.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully I'll learn something from this one and not get blown up in about 5 seconds flat. So
I will be amused now if he gets blown up in 5 seconds in this video.
You'll be checking my kill board later on as well, see if I get blown up for one. So let's check this video out.
The Caracal Navy issue is a faction cruiser that is probably one of the most underused PvP ships in the entire game, and for good reason. It doesn't have very good bonuses, but it has bonuses nonetheless. The Caracal Navy is still flyable, and here I will show you how. The Caracal Navy excels at application on targets, especially on smaller, weaker ships. Whatever you do not fit rapid lights on this ship. Other cancer ships do this better, and do not fit heavy missile launchers, because this is not 2012, and you cannot apply to frigates, even with the application bonus. Instead you fit heavy assault missiles, because there is literally no other choice lol. The Caracal Navy is a fast and agile cruiser, and is able to drift past hooligans. The Caracal Navy is a true Navy police ship, exhibiting police brutality to weaker and inferior targets. Concentrate on killing weaker and inferior targets like T1 cruisers and destroyers. Make sure you confiscate drugs from these ships and use them yourself, so you can make even T3Ds pay for their crimes. But don't try fighting snake-linked AB frigs. Hams don't apply. The Caracal Navy has not good tank, and cannot survive anything bigger than a T1 cruiser. The Caracal Navy's range even makes Cinnable AC range look good. So don't kite with hams. Only pussies kite. Use your Japanese nitress to catch speeding kitting ships and perform police brutality on them. Frigates will think you are up at light fit because frigate pilots think that this is the only missile system in the game. So you culturally enrich them with your heavy assault missiles, then approach them with your riot shield and make them pay for their ignorance. Here is how you fit your ham sandwich. You fit heavy ass missiles, 2 large riot shields, and point web to stop them resisting arrest. Then you fit triple BCU and a damage control. Then I fit ACR for fitting and dual riggers so you can apply damage. But real talk, don't fly this ship because it is bad. Now you know how to fly the Caracal Navy. Now go out there and commit brutality to weaker ships.
And there we go. I actually spent a little bit extra time just making sure everything was unmuted before speaking this time. So, hey, we're not muted. Huzzah! This is how you fit your ham sandwich.
Yes. The Japanese night.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Do not fit what was it? Heavy missiles because it's not 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Good stuff. So, we're going to talk a little bit about some EVE news that's been going on. And, of course, the big news is that the patch hit. Like, the patch hit. And Shadow, the Serpent, and broke.
It broke in the first 10 minutes.
Wow.
Well, I say the first 10 minutes, the first 2 hours.
The first 2 hours, exactly.
So for those of you that weren't aware, the sites weren't spawning initially for the first couple of hours, and then I believe the servers came down for emergency maintenance, and the problem was sorted.
That was quite funny. I gotta admit, that was quite funny.
Here's
As soon as I read that,
Oh wait, it's surely you.
God damn it! But in case you weren't aware of some of the new stuff that's on, here is CCP's feature. What do they call it? Tour. Feature tour.
Yes.
That's the one I was thinking of. This is their feature tour of the latest update. So, if I can find it.
It's the buttons.
And there we go. Fantastic stuff. Also, if anybody can name that track, or at least tell me where that track comes from, I will personally give you 2 plex for it.
Hang on a minute. Let me just grab it for you.
Yeah, if you Shazam it, it's not going to work.
I know it's not. I know exactly where it is though.
I'm not going to give you 2 plex. You're too rich already. You have like money coming out of your ears. You have like 4 titans, so yeah, whatever. I'm not giving you a couple of plex. You can afford to do without. But I gotta admit that have you got the track? Are you keeping me in suspense on purpose? Now that I said I'm not going to give you 2 plex?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you the link now. Now you're holding back on me.
God damn it! Well, you're holding back on me. I will give you my love and respect. How's that?
No, not good enough.
Oh, God damn
I
it!
think I can hold out for
Me and you
more.
are going to have words. Hold it. Well, you're not going to get more than my love and respect. I can tell you that now. If you think that you're going to get. So anyway, so yeah, a brief overview of sort of the patch notes. You're going to give me that link later. A brief overview of the patch notes that came out, because there's actually been a couple of patches since then. Obviously, trading in stations in Citadels, direct trading in Citadels at last. Oh my god, that was so annoying not being able to do that. Lighting effects, everything else that we've covered as well on here, and of course, Shadow of the Serpent has finally landed, which is the new objective-based reward scheme, I guess.
Yes,
I guess
the
you can call
unlock
that.
and do stuff reward system.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Early thoughts on that, maybe? Have you had a go of it yet? You haven't
No,
had a go.
as I say, I mean, after the patch hit, I was kept up to date in terms of like the happenings and the goings on, but I haven't. I've patched the game. I'll be playing this weekend to give it a go. I've been being kept in touch with some of the more amusing quests or challenges that've been put forward.
What, you mean like kill a pirate ship in a rookie frigate?
Yeah.
Which
You know, with
whoever came up with that, whoever came up with that is a sadistic SOB.
Yeah.
I hate you.
What is it? You know what it's done? It's just encouraged those that have pirate rookie ships to go and use them. And
I don't want to use my
go
pirate
and
rookie
kill
ship. It's like
Yeah,
a 250 mil ship. I'm not going to take it into a site and just watch it implode because it's still
Where's the
a rookie.
risk?
What do you mean? It's for like 200 of those points. What's the point? It's just,
But if you're having a nice shiny ship, what's the point in it sitting in a hangar?
well, this is true, and I can actually afford more, but still, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Well, I can run to other sites very easily without losing them.
Yeah,
Because I tried to run it in Impera last night. All
How did that
50
work out?
all 50 DPS of an Impera,
Yeah.
and I can tell you how that worked out.
Did you bring a book with you?
Well, no, because the entire site was chasing after me, and the only thing that was keeping me alive was I was slightly faster than the rest of the site,
Hey!
and that was it. So I thought, you know what? I'm actually kind of like getting away from the frigate I'm trying to kill, and I'm getting it down into like half structure. I'll just slow down a little bit so it gets like 2 kilometers closer, so I can apply that little bit more damage to it. And then one of the Cinnables comes along and webs me, and I'm like, oh shit, and die. So it's like, well, Christ, that was a waste of half an hour, wasn't it? So either way, but
Oh, man.
I don't know. I mean, I've been playing it a lot. Like it's become my sole focus to get one of these Dreadnought blueprints, because I really, really want a 40 billionist Dreadnought.
Part of me is going to ask this question. Why do you want the 40 billion ISK dreadnought?
Because if you're gonna roll around in a Dreadnought, you got to do it blingy like, can you? You know, you can't like have
So-
a faction Dreadnought.
So what you're saying is you just want the dreadnought so you can paint a big target on yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're just going to move it with NC's massive capital blobs only.
I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head
There
there.
we go. Tim just wants to be constantly the top of the list on that damage.
Well, you know, I just want to be sitting there, like, looking at all these guys and their revenants and just going, I can't afford the revenants, but here is a 40 billionist dread. There you go. Thank you very
My
much.
ship looks prettier than yours.
Exactly. I don't want those spiky nonsense. Look at this. Look at the prettiness. But yeah. So I've been running it a lot, and the key, what I've discovered is the key to completing these sites is, surprise, surprise, for an MMO, to bring a friend.
Wow.
Right.
Didn't see that one coming.
Well, I didn't see that one coming either. I'm still a bit bitter about it because it's like, oh my god, I actually have to organise something to go and do something. Which, by the way, if you're around on the weekend and you want to help me in my goal and me in return help you in your goal in attaining a shiny Dreadnought blueprint, then convo Tiberius StarGazer, just convo Tiberius StarGazer in game, and
Drop him a mail.
Drop me a mail, and we'll sort something out. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running as many of these sites as I can during the weekend, because I'm a complete masochist like that.
Looking for friends.
Looking for friends. So Ronry. But so yeah, that is my goal. But I have discovered that I need to make at least 1,300 of those points per day in order to reach the target of the Vehement Dreadnought before the end of the event, which is a lot. And I think that is probably coming out as the main criticism for the event, to be honest.
What? Because it's actually making people play EVE?
Yeah.
Man.
It would have
What's this game turning into? Making people play? Jeez.
I can understand why some people would kind of think that. I mean, like, certainly if you're restricted in your playtime and you can't organise somebody to play with, to do it with you, or just at least share the goal that you have, because even with two people, you're going to have to spend about 40 to 50 hours doing this in order to get that blueprint.
Yeah, it's a lot of investment.
It's a lot of investment, and it's got to be done. I think probably the thing that makes it worse is the time frame, because you've got to get it done in less than 40 days. And I think that probably makes it worse. If you're on your own, you're looking at probably a 3-hour investment every night of the week to do it.
Which you say, I mean, it doesn't sound ridiculous, really. I mean, I don't know. I mean, when you consider, like, a 3-hour investment of just doing one thing is probably not too bad, but it's a 3-hour investment where you could be potentially playing with other friends doing other things. You could be missing out on fleet ops and things for
Correct.
Like, attending these events, yeah. In which case, yeah, it would suck if your, like, 3 hours of gaming in the evening is instead going to be doing a grinding event for the next 40 days. People probably not going to like that very much.
And when you take into account the majority of the people that play EVE, there was a study that was done by a university student, University of... I'm not going to say Potatoism, I guess. No, it wasn't in England. I do remember this one that much.
What?
It was a university in England.
Potatoism to in England?
Well, I don't know.
just no.
But anyway, it was a university in England. I know that much because I saw the thesis on it, and the guy was doing a study, and he used like EVE players as part of the study as well. And the majority of MMO players, particularly the ones that play EVE, are late 20-somethings, early 30-somethings that have jobs and things like that, and their playtime's usually like an hour or two a night if they're lucky and don't have other commitments to meet. So yeah, 3 hours doesn't sound like a lot to the people that don't have those commitments, but the people that do have those commitments, it's a lot. So I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, truth be told, this is kind of why I play Valkyrie now, because it's a very easy game to during the week for me to play. I can just hop in, I can play for, the maximum game length on any one game now is 20 minutes. So 20 minutes is nothing compared to when you sit down and play EVE. You're going to have to be playing for like at least an hour. But you're going to be, if you're going to be doing any ops or you're going to be playing with friends, it's going to be a 4 or 5 hour kind of job.
Yep.
Which is why I tend to now play EVE at the weekends and then Valkyrie during the week.
Yeah.
I
go with that.
Yeah.
No, I go with that. I mean, great thing about EVE though is particularly for like me is being in an alliance like NC Dot is it's only when I get a ping do I need to be online. So and that works out well because I can do the streams and I can do stuff on here and I can write things as well. So it works out quite well. But
oh yeah, I mean, you always have that mentality of being, when you're saying about writing other things, you have that mentality of actually playing EVE without playing EVE is certainly a thing as well.
Exactly. So there we go. I think that's all the EVE news that's going on at the moment. I can't think of anything else. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Shadow of the Serpent event plays out. I'm certainly going to be playing it a lot to try and get myself that Dreadnought BBC. Oh, the other bit of EVE news is that Iceland beat England last week.
Oh, depressing.
I didn't know whether to laugh or cry, to be honest. I didn't know whether to be happy or sad, because on one hand I was kind of happy that Iceland got through, and I was kind of sad that we got knocked out. But we're rubbish, and we deserve it.
On the flip side, you now have these wonderful rewards that can be introduced.
Exactly! And worst case scenario, if Iceland lose their match on Sunday, we're all going to get Tristan skins.
But if they win, they're going to get Thorax skins.
And then if we win after that, we're all going to get
Megathron skins.
Megathron skins. And then if they win after that, we're going to get
the final and win
Hyperion skins. Which would be pretty cool. Although, rip all those people that have those skins because they might devaluate.
Pretty funny looking at the G Tamale for them, to be fair.
Are they crashing like crazy?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty funny. Because everybody's like betting it. So, if you're a betting man,
Yeah.
you can either use EveBet, one of our sponsors, to bet for or against Iceland, or you can go and buy up all those Quave skins which are currently flooding the market at the moment in Cheetah, and then hope to God they never ever make the finals and win the tournament. But we'll see. We'll see. But we'll leave that with all the EVE news for today. What I am going to show you now is a quick snippet. I might completely screw up the scheduling of this one, but a quick snippet of a video by a guy called The Gaunt, and it's called Fuel to Fire, and I'm going to show you the first sort of 5 minutes of that, so we'll take a quick break from there and check this out.
So yeah, finally, after like roaming for like 3 hours, I have found Care Bears, and it should be easy to kill them. I should be able to tank it up. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start from Mackerel. I'm just gonna start hitting the Paladin next. I should be able to take at least one Mackerel. Oh, I'm struggling. Oh, what the hell? The Paladins apparently pivoted. Well, I should be able to like still win with this. I should be able to wrap myself up. We shall see. You see that I'm killing the Mackerel quite well, but apparently, oh, I'm not tanking. I'm not tanking anymore. I think I'm gonna die. Okay, I have no cap either, and I can't shoot. Fuck this game. Really.
It's high time we got our story straight. You said you wanna come and get it then. Yeah, it's high tide, I gotta leave this place, cause I ain't waiting just to drown again. Why don't you tell me, why don't you tell me, why don't you tell me that you love me no more? Why don't you tell me, you gotta set me free? Why don't you tell me that you love me no more? No more. Yeah.
He came. He
I
helped
didn't
us.
unmute myself.
Wow! You're such a spoon.
I've only had a beer. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Wow.
Either, Either
so
way,
bad.
it's all bad. Mute fail. Yeah,
Mute
exactly.
fail. There we go.
So, anyway, Nash made a brief appearance while that video was playing. Was like, yep, I want to talk about this. Oh, the kids have come home and then had to make a quick departure. But he did want to pass on, and I hope General was kind of paying more attention to this than I was, because I was busy like trying to watch the video while he was talking to make sure that I got the queuing right. I still managed to get the muting wrong, but I managed to get the queuing right. Ish.
You are a proper bloke, aren't you? You can only concentrate on one thing happening at any
Well,
one
of course.
time.
What's wrong with this? This is why people like in NC have a real go at me. They're like, "Hey, fly your main and your super," and I'm like, "Are you shitting me? I can
One
barely
thing at a
fly
time,
one.
man.
I can barely fly one ship at a time. You want me to fly both of them at the same time? What's wrong with you? Don't do this to me." Anyway, beer time. But
Nash's message was that as the dates have now changed for the Alliance tournament, the EVE NT tournament may be being moved up to this year, because obviously the Elise had announced that the tournament for EVE NT was going to be pushed back till next year, given that the scheduling. However, we are yet to announce it, but the proposal is that we will have the tournament this year instead.
that's pretty much. So keep an eye out. I know Ellie is watching the stream at the moment. That is your job to keep an eye on that, and when that happens, you are reporting on that one, aren't you, Ellie?
Delegated.
Of course. I can't. How can I be the editor-in-chief of the EVE NT website without like delegation powers? That's like the whole point, you know. So anyway.
something absolute power, something corrupts. Oh,
No.
Yeah.
I still write most of the stuff. Come on, behave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Aye, boss. There you go.
boss.
Look, see that?
Wow.
See that? This is why I give her ISK, and why she'll be in for a nice bonus when it comes to around sort of like Christmas time.
If I get a bag of peanuts.
Well,
lucky.
I might buy you a drink at the next evening
Aw.
if I'm lucky. But knowing you, you'll probably end up buying all the Jaeger bombs before anybody gets a chance at
Hell
looking.
yeah.
So, we're going to move on now from that onto Valkyrie stuff and
stuff.
and that's your area, and you kind of know how you want to play this out. I've got everything queued up ready for you, so you've got to kind of tell me what you want me to do. So, all up to you.
No worries. So there wasn't too much in the way of new changes this week. There was a minor patch for Crossroads, which was one of the new map they released. I actually put a bug report on the forums for it, and like a day later it was fixed. Minor patch. Something as simple as the points on the maps were basically A, B, C, and B on all the other maps was in the middle, but on Crossroads it wasn't for some random reason. So they decided to patch that. That is literally
that is some serious autism right there.
It's sense. Like, you have 3 points on a map. A and C were the furthest or the closest points, so B was always logically in the middle. Whereas on the new map, they decided to put B near one of the carriers and C near the other carrier and A in the middle.
Nitpicking. That's what I call that, nitpicking.
Look, I put it on the forums as and it got moved to the bug section. So it wasn't obviously intended, so that was the only exciting major patch this week. Wow. But, however, one of the videos which I will get you to show in a second, that did come out from the Newcastle team, was they did a behind the scenes for the creation of Carrier Assault. It's a cool little video. You'll notice about a quarter of the way in that they do kind of give a quick preview of the PlayStation VR headset in use, which is quite cool.
I know.
So take a look
I
at this.
want one. Playing that now.
Hi, I'm CCP Red Cape. I'm here at CCP Newcastle, the home of EVE Valkyrie. I'm going to be sitting down with CCP Rue and CCP Starbug to go behind the scenes on Carrier Assault.
So Carrier Assault is an epic, objective-based game mode in which you battle to destroy the opponent's carrier. In Valkyrie, the carrier is your base, so this is like your launch pad into combat. It's also home to the clone vats, which are vital to rebirthing pilots back into the action. And up until now, it's been pretty much an impenetrable fortress. But in this game mode, we finally get a chance to get up close and personal with these gigantic motherships.
We've broken Carrier Assault down into 3 distinct stages. The first one of these is Skirmish, and this basically involves attacking 3 positions around the map. Once you've taken control of 2 of these positions, this takes the shields down for the carrier. And the second stage is Attack or Defend. This obviously depends on which team has managed to take the carrier shields down, and this brings the fight right up to one of the carriers. The third stage is Breach. This is a continuation of attacking or defending. When you're at the breach stage, it means you've destroyed all of the cooling nodes and you have to fly into the carrier core and blow that up.
Having a default mode timer of 20 minutes makes this our longest game mode to date. And this additional time allows battles to swing to and fro, so the team on the back foot always has a chance to win it back due to the clearly defined stages of gameplay. And some of the most exciting and tense moments we've had while playtesting Carrier Assault in the studio have been when a team that is effectively down to say less than 10% of core health manages to swing back the battle in their favour with a combination of say tight coordinated defence and also by regaining control of the power relays.
Another aspect to this game mode is trying to keep the pace of it quicker, even though the time limit on the game mode is significantly longer than the other ones. So the skirmish phase moves a lot faster than control, the capture times are diminished, and the cooldown time on the drones is decreased as well, so this aspect of the game mode should feel quicker. And the other new addition were the speed gates. So this allows you to fast travel very quickly from one end of the map to the other. It brings you straight into the action. So even though we have a longer game mode, it should be equally as action-packed as Team Deathmatch and Control.
So that's it from me and all of us here at CCP Newcastle. We hope you're having a massive load of fun with Carrier Assault. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next life.
And we're back once again.
Hello.
Running Master. I love it. What was on the Starbucks shirt?
What was under Starbucks shirt?
Not under Starbucks.
I was going to say.
Really?
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 You asked the question.
Oh, okay. It looked like some Wipeout t-shirt. I only noticed it then, watching that, and I was like, oh, hang on, that's a Wipeout t-shirt, is it not? But anyway.
Truth be told, that is probably second or third time I watched that video, and even this time I only noticed at the that Red Cape is wearing an Oculus shirt at the very beginning. I mean, it's a good video, but I seem to keep picking up things every time I rewatch it. So no doubt I'll watch it a fourth time now and go and see what's under Starbug's shirt. Just you're so
Right.
bad.
No.
Moving on.
Moving on from this subject.
But yes, that was Carrier Assault. I mean, if you tuned in last week, you saw myself, Juan, Vega, and Tally. We all decided to do a Carrier Assault in the shortest time possible. We managed to do, even though the game mode was 20 minutes, we managed to do it in 2 minutes and 56 seconds, I think it was. So you can do it pretty quick. It's one of my, probably it's going to be my favorite game mode for quite a while. It's got a real nice flow to it. It just works really well.
I like the look of it. I'll admit, I do like the look of it.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. I mean, I think it'll be the sort of go-to mode now, maybe for. Well, I mean, I think. So when they take the Rift round to conventions and things, you always get the same demo level. I think it would be nice if they start to do maybe like, I think Carrier Assault is a really nice example of the way Valkyrie can work. Maybe, I mean, Esme's 3, the escort mission that you're shown at the different venues is a real nice, easy way to get into the game. But Carrier Assault is like, you know, I've played Valkyrie now, say for example, 5 times, and I want to go and try something else. I think Carrier Assault is a nice example of like something that the game has real enjoyable peaks to. So I think it'll be something nice as an alternative to shows in the future. But yeah, that came out from Newcastle this week. Not much else in terms of news. I mean, the development team has added something new to the Trello board now, which, based on feedback this week, they have finally added optimizing for PC streaming. So trying to get the output to a kind of more Twitch-friendly format, because at the moment it's like a portrait picture rather than a landscape one. So they want to try and make the game output to a more landscape one, kind of what you see with a lot of other games at the moment, just so it's a little bit more friendly to watch, so you don't end up with like sidebars to your screen when you're
yeah, because that was always one of the things that was happening. Is certainly when you, excuse me, that would be beer. Certainly when you were looking at a lot of the streams, because you'd either stretch it or you would have that boxed in view.
Yeah, so your two options are quite right. As you say, you either have to crop it and you lose part of the picture in order to get it to fill most of the screen on a standard 16:9 format, or your other option is you play it in portrait mode and you stream it in portrait mode and you have massive bars on the side of your screen, which, I mean, for things like tournaments probably isn't too bad, because you could then just fill the page full of information. But at the same time, it's also not so great to look at, because it means that you're looking at the game in a really weird format. It's just not natural to look at. No. It's literally like saying to yourself, you know, if you've got a nice big widescreen telly at home and then you turn it portrait to watch TV programs.
Yeah, I mean, that always gets me when I look at some really old YouTube videos and they're still in the 4:3 format, and you're just kind of like,
proper square.
Yeah, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I mean, the other video that I had lined up here was, as I said, last week it was Carrier Assault, and from memory, I did it in a Dominator, which was one of the fighters. This week I did a bit of a polar opposite video. So every Tuesday I run what's known as Tutorial Tuesdays for Valkyrie. So any new guys that want to come join me on Discord, there is a Valkyrie Discord, which you can just Google Valkyrie Discord and it comes up, I think, as the 2nd or 3rd hit. I encourage people to come join me on there. If they've got any questions, they're free to ask. But the idea is that I'll fly support for them if they need it. But I've also kind of set up a backup plan where if I don't get any new bros on for whatever reason, I go through each of the individual ships
and try and do like a little tutorial video in a particular mode for a particular ship. So you've kind of got a better overview of a ship before you get into it.
You might also even take suggestions on what ship to fly, maybe.
Yes, Mondays is normally what I do for that. It's a bit of a torturous or murderous Mondays, as I like to call it now.
What was the one that you don't like to fly? Begins with an A?
The Accord.
The Accord.
Can't hit for crap in that.
So, anybody watches General streams, make sure you recommend him to fly the Accord.
This guy! So, yeah, normally on my streams on Monday, I'll take suggestions from chat for ships to fly, which is probably more entertaining for everyone else than it is for me, but I'll certainly give it a go. I'm never willing, not to try, so, hey. But yes, Tutorial Tuesdays, I pick, each week now, I pick one new fighter, one new heavy, one new support, which is the 3 main ship classes in Valkyrie. And then I will fly that ship for one game mode. So, for example, the video here is the second tier of heavies, which is the second unlock, and it's in the team deathmatch game mode, and it's on the Cathedral map. So they're all things that haven't been seen as of yet. For those of you that have played Gunjack, you'll probably find that this video is playing the Rhino, as I say, which is a heavy, which is pretty much like playing Gunjack, except for the fact that you can fly around while you're kind of looking and shooting at the same time.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my hands on it and give it a go when the PlayStation VR comes out. So
a lot of people, I think, are really looking forward to that. I think it's the next, to be honest with you, there's no real immediate hype for something next to come out on Valkyrie. I think that the next big major release now, between now and October, will be the preparation and release of crossplay, so that people with the Vive can play and people with the PlayStation VR can play.
Despite the fact that Oculus released a patch which stopped people playing things on their Vives and all that sort of stuff.
So that was actually something that was changed this week. Oculus decided to release a new patch which removed that. So people with Revive, which is the program that people have on the Vive that allows them to play Oculus Rift content, they can now once again play Valkyrie if they wish. Hooray!
Huzzah! It's about time as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's nice to see people on there, but the only problem is that you have to basically buy it in the Rift on the Oculus store, whereas when it comes out on Steam, when it comes out, it will probably be on Steam. We're assuming, because obviously Vive Steam is the Vive platform for games, and obviously we have EVE is available on the Steam store, so we're guessing that Valkyrie will probably come to the Steam store. And if that is the case, then they would have to repurchase the game, perhaps, if they did want to do it without Revive. But we'll see how that works out anyway. So if you wouldn't mind playing the video.
I will play the video.
Thank you.
In the central point.
Destroy the enemy to drain their resources.
So let's come down here, shall we? Still out of range. We can engage the heavy, which unfortunately is not the greatest choices. Ah, there we go. Go for a fighter. Yep, we got rid of the fighter. Let's pull up. Another fighter on us. At least he launched missiles at us. ECM's recharging. Maintain that flank fire, and we got rid of them. Support are great things to go after in heavies, because there's not really much support you can do against you. Not to mention your weapons seem to do increased damage against heavily shielded targets. So once again, I've got allies too close to my target to engage, so I just pull off for a few seconds, wait for them to clear, and then just re-engage nice and easy. Allies are close, allies no longer close. As you can see, the longer I fire for, if I hold the trigger, the kind of targeting reticule opens up more and more. This is actually just kind of, because the guns on a heavy don't overheat, this is the way they deal with heat, they become less accurate. So one easy tip is to pulse the trigger. You only fire, if you hold the trigger, you can only fire so fast. Whereas if you fire like you're holding the trigger, like this, I'm firing just as fast as I would do if I was holding the trigger, but you can see throughout the entire time it maintains my accuracy. Go. Granted, it gives your finger a bit of a workout by the end of the night, but hey. But it's a way to effectively maintain accuracy without reducing your rate of fire. Most of the ships that you fly in Valkyrie actually benefit from this style of shooting. Some of the kind of pulse weapon ships that fire later on in the fighter tree, that fire relatively slow, you can get a good few extra shots by pulsing the trigger. Let's walk up here, shall we? And say hello. Finish off the heavy. I'll be honest, granted, against heavies, normally because they are massive ships, I'm not overly bothered about losing a degree of accuracy against them, because chances are I'm still going to hit them. But normally, just against heavies, I will just literally hold the trigger. I'm not overly concerned about the shot widening too much. Oh, he turned faster than me. You can roll with momentum on the heavies. He's being chased, so I'll ignore him.
More of us.
So if you roll into the direction you want to turn, you can typically maintain going in that direction a lot better. I'm actually taking low shield, so I'm actually going to walk out here. I'll just pick a direction, walk to it. Hopefully this is just going to disengage me enough that shields begin to recharge before anything comes after me. It's also a great way of just seeing who is going for you, because you can then kind of direct your fire a little bit better. You know who's shooting at you, you know who you want to prioritise with the killing. That is the end of the game. 5 minutes and about 40 seconds. Not too bad.
And there we go, we're live again.
Hurrah.
Fantastic.
So that was one of my excerpts from my tutorial Tuesday on flying the Rhino. As you can see, I'm trying to keep it as kind of informational as possible, but yeah, if you're interested in seeing the other ships, there is a post up on the Valkyrie forums that has them all in, so once I've recorded them live, I then play them back and keep them as YouTube videos up on the forum. But yeah, that is how to fly a Rhino, basically.
Love it. One thing that still to this moment like makes me cringe every time I watch a Valkyrie video is when you've lost your shields and you hear that as things are hitting you and you ain't got the shield, and it's like every time.
I mean, when you get it a lot on carrier assault now. If you're flying a fighter, so you get an alarm when you have missile lock against you. You have an alarm when you're on low, when you're taking hull damage, or basically when you run out of shields, and then you get another alarm when you're on low hull. So if something strips you of shields and puts you into low hull and is locking missiles against you, you're just like, what
the
is
alarms.
these noises?
The alarms.
Yeah, you have, if you've got a support on you repairing you as well, you then hear the sound of the support repairing you as well. So it could be like, what? Everything is going on. I don't know what's happening.
What's going on?
It can be very overwhelming. I mean, when you see that incoming flak fire as well on a carrier, it's just like you're temporarily blinded as well. So you can't see. You've got alarms going off. You just, for all you know, in a few seconds you're gonna fly into the side of the carrier, kind of thing. Yeah, it's a full-on experience.
And if you want to get involved in that full-on experience, not only can you watch General's shows on Monday and Tuesday evenings, but you can also join in on the public Valkyrie Discord as well, and sit in channel and be a part of that stream as well. So and probably learn something from. Where are you ranked again as far as Valkyrie players are concerned?
Right, to be honest, I haven't looked. I know I'm in the top 10. I think 7th at the moment for the world.
7th for the world.
In EU, I think I'm 4th. So it's not too bad.
One of these days, I'm going to get hold of Andy Williams, who's CCP. What's his? Guru, as in kangaroo.
Yes.
Find out how many numbers he's actually got ticked up on his board for players that have signed up for Valkyrie, because I'd be very interested to hear about the one. But I think that pretty much sums up today's show. We've been running for 1 hour 23 minutes, which is 23 minutes over schedule. I will play the full Fuel to Fire video by Gorn after I've queued up these videos. It's a full 30 minutes, so settle down, grab your popcorn and watch that one. But in the meantime, while I get myself orientated after a few beers, is thank you very much for watching. To the viewers, if you have any feedback, please don't hesitate to get hold of me on Tiberius StarGazer. If you miss any of these shows, you of course can see these videos on my YouTube channel as well. Just search for Tiberius StarGazer, you can find me. If you want to see any of GeneralStargazer's videos, where is your YouTube channel, General?
I'm on YouTube as Sup General.
Sup General. What's
yeah,
up?
Yeah, man. Sup General. That was, I don't know. It was a thing I made like 10 years ago.
That's alright. My YouTube channel was actually Mad Mullet 81.
There you go.
From the day when I used to actually have a mullet.
I wasn't gonna say that, before hair loss.
Oh, wow! Shots fired right there, Jesus. You know what? Stuff that. You're not getting a beer out of me either.
Oh man!
But we'll finish off with a scope video, and I've got a special little trailer video as well to finish up the whole thing, and I'll show the rest of the Fuel to Fire by Gaunt. But thank you very much for watching and tuning in. Hope to see you all next week.
See you again soon.
Recently surfaced Serpentis Capital class blueprints have caused a stir in military circles across New Eden. Based on Gallente Federation Navy designs, the Vehement class Dreadnought, Vendetta class Supercarrier, and the Vanquisher class Titan deliver more firepower than their original Gallente counterparts. In addition, they are optimized to support advanced stasis web-of-fire and hybrid weapons technology. A well-known criminal corporation, the Serpentis had intended to offer the blueprints to loyal Capsuleers. That plan came under fire when their shipyards were located and raided. Today, with the assistance of the Scope Network's extensive broadcasting system, Concord is now making the locations of these shipyards public, stating that all equipment and construction materials recovered by Capsuleers during raids on the shipyards to be classified as free salvage. In addition to this, again, via the Scope network, Concord is offering various rewards for the destruction of the identified Serpentis targets, including some of the rarest Serpentis blueprints that have ever been acquired. This is Alton Havery, reporting for the Scope.
Waking up to ash and dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Nothing to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Raise my flag, down my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in. Whoa. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Nothing to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I'm radioactive, radioactive. All systems go. The sun hasn't died. Deep in my bones, straight from inside. I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. Nothing to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I'm radioactive, radioactive.
So yeah, finally, after like roaming for like 3 hours, I have found Kerberos, and it should be easy to kill them. I should be able to tank it up. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start from Makaril. I'm just gonna start hitting the Paladin next. I should be able to take at least one Makaril. Oh, I'm struggling. Oh, Oh, what the hell? The paladins apparently pivoted. Well, I should be able to like still win with this. I should be able to wrap myself up. We shall see. You see that I'm killing the Mackerel quite well, but apparently, oh, I'm not tanking. I'm not tanking anymore. I think I'm gonna die. Okay, I have no cap either, and I can't shoot. Fuck this game. Really.
Got
J'ai le souvenir d'une madame Nicole, un style qui pensait qu'un boulot n'était pas fait pour l'école. Je portais un velours troué, des bottes rouges en plastique, une cagoule en laine, un chandail ou des plaies baskets. Le coiffeur ne savait même pas encore que j'existais. Mais sois sûr que le premier qui nous a vu s'est désisté. Pourtant jeune et innocent, la mort volait s'enclinait. On squatte le bac à sable avec ce sable et nos idées, afin de faire du vandalisme, même sans le savoir. Nos parents n'ont pas, donc on erre sans avoir. D'après nos voisins de gros racistes, je le précise, nous étions mal élevés, leur berger allemand mieux dressé. Moi j'y crois pas, d'ailleurs j'y ai jamais cru, car parental est le seul amour que j'ai jamais eu. Donc pour pas se vénère, ce qui met à l'amende les vertus du nène, donc du thé à la menthe.
Première époque bidonville, ambiance clandestine dans un bar à Barbès. Et à la menthe, couscous et tagine à la carte. Plus de scopitone pour Mouloud et Saïd Abdallah. Avec un sale accent, pas de salam alek. Me dit Hassan l'athlète, originaire d'Algérie, d'Hollywood à Tamanrasset. Plus de thé à la menthe, juste des palabres amères comme un malade mental. J'ai mal à la tête, je cavale en Stan Smith, Adidas, jeans 501, savagement tape. Ici c'est v'là l'attentat. Pour quelques 12 de plus, y'a des carnages dans l'air. Cette France me désintègre, on classe l'arabe comme un barbare bancal. Nique la culture du barbecue, du steak et des fast-food au bled. C'est la djellaba et les sandales, Doujda à Casablanca. C'est banal en bas de la tête, j'm'emmerde et j'pèse que dalle. Ça se bat la frambade, mon rôle, ma peine et ma joie se confondent. Et c'est tout ce qui reste de notre héritage culturel.
Adolescence, Nastase et 500, un pento, cassette de fond, quel daron 505, mais 20 le mot, problème avec un grand P, face auquel tout le monde a tremblé ou rampé. Après l'innocence, le pessimisme s'est ancré, devant l'incandescence, le droit chemin s'est cambré. Je lui ai tendu la main et le bonheur m'a crampé. Genre seul l'argent et l'honneur peut me rendre vrai, mais ici on peut t'accuser de choses que si t'avais fait tu te pendrais. Il leur faut un arabe, un noir, ce que tu veux, bref du concret. On a eu la chance de...
Miles of fire, I'm losing ground, and in the flashing, my world comes crashing down. I'm left in nowhere, no place to hide, out in the open, like ashes in the sky. I quit the illusion.
jump!
press it on you. You just think it, that's what you do, baby. Hold it down there. Jump with them on and move it. Jump back and forth and feel like you were there yourself and work it out. Work it out. Work it machine in motion. All too long now. I've been waiting here for so long, so long. If then I got a problem, then you're the only one who knows this room has a function. Stay as I am and live this life without you instead.
I'm trying to kill it while I'm trying to race it. I'm trying to turn it while you're trying to waste it. So take it. It's so sweet I can taste it. Locked out on the other side of the clock. Face it, I'm doing my best to reinvent it. Stitch the seconds back together. Remember that though I won't rest till we share the same text. Just know to me, you better make them never again.
Hello guys, it's Gont here. I wanted to say thank you for watching my video. Thank you if you actually reached the end of it. It's quite long, it's like 30 minutes, blah blah blah. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who ever helped me with the video. I want to say thank you to all my corporation, all my CEOs, all my alliance, all my friends, and all the people who encouraged me actually to make this video. Also the people who donated me. Thank you EVE for giving me some cash. Thank you for the people who are linked in the sponsor list. Thank you everyone who ever helped me in any way, and I'm very honored. Without you I couldn't make this video, and I think that's basically it. So thank you once more and see you in space.